Well, here I am, and welcome back to the little tiny homestead. Today I am making pawpaw butter. So you can see that I have here already washed and mashed up the whole pawpaw fruit, skin and all. And you can see that all the seeds and skin are in there. So you could peel and seed the pawpaws, but that's just too tedious for me. Then I'm going to be taking the colander, not the strainer, but the colander, because it's going to be very hard to stir in there if it's too small of holes. So I will put it in the colander, and using my stirrer, which is actually, I believe, something for meat generally, but I use it for this. As you can see, when I'm getting all the pulp through there, the idea is to get all the pulp through, and you are left with the seeds and the skin. You can see there's the pulp, what we call puree. And now I'm scraping it off the bottom of the colander. At this point, I was planning on just using this puree to make the butter. However, some people might call it jam, but I found out there was just too many little pieces of skin. Now the skin is edible, it's not a problem, but I think it looks a lot nicer without the skin. So here I'm using my strainer that I wasn't originally going to be using. Found out that the holes in that particular were way too small, and so I switched to a different one here, and it worked pretty well. So here I have my puree after straining it, and I'm going to be adding my ingredients. A cup of water goes into this, and then after a cup of water I am going to put 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, although I ended up adding an extra, so I did 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then a cup of sugar and a half of a cup of brown sugar. And then here I am adding my spices. It's a 1/4 teaspoon ginger, 1/4 teaspoon cloves, half a teaspoon cinnamon, and half a teaspoon allspice. Teaspoon of vanilla. Stir it up. So now after I've stirred it and stirred it, I want to let you know that this is not a shelf-safe recipe. So even though at the end I'm going to give it a short water bath, I am not going to be put it on the shelf. I will be keeping it in my refrigerator. There's just not enough acid in a pawpaw. So now I'm just going to be simmering this for about 30 minutes. Try to keep it on low and continue to stir it so it doesn't stick. And as you can see, it's starting to thicken up already. I always go with a little bit of instinct. When it starts to really bubble and it's spitting out, that's when I kind of realize it's ready. So I sometimes do a spoon test, but it'll also kind of trail a little bit. So I might be lifting up a little bit of it and kind of putting it down on top, and you can see it kind of sits on top a little bit there. So this is just about ready. It's about a half an hour exactly. And after that, then I'm going to have hot jars, fill them. I did not get that filmed here, but I put them in the hot water bath for 5 minutes, and there you are. And if you would like more information about pawpaws, check out my video from last year. And until next time, stay rooted. Bye-bye.